Join me as I dive into Dark Hill's darkest horror story ever told and see if I can make it through without getting too scared. Dark Hill, a place where the bravest of souls dare to tread, where the locals whisper tales of unspeakable terror in hushed tones, and where the darkness seems to seep into every pore of your being. It's a place I've had the privilege of exploring, and I've got a story to tell that'll make your skin crawl. In the heart of Dark Hill, there's a legend that's been passed down for generations. A tale of unrelenting fear that's gripped the locals in its icy cold grasp. It's a story of a haunting, a malevolent presence that stalks the shadows, preying on the innocent and striking fear into the hearts of all who cross its path. The locals call it the shadow in the night, and it's a presence that's said to haunt the very fabric of Dark Hill itself. For years, people have reported strange occurrences, from disembodied voices to unexplained movements in the dead of night. They've spoken of an intense, palpable fear that settles in the pit of their stomachs, a fear that's impossible to shake. Some have even claimed to have seen it, a dark, amorphous figure that seems to blend into the shadows like a ghost. But what's most disturbing about the shadow in the night is its unpredictability. It can strike at any moment, without warning, leaving its victims shaken to their cores. It's a monster, a spectre of darkness that seems to feed on fear itself. And once you've seen it, once you've felt its presence, you're never the same again. The history of the shadow in the night is shrouded in mystery. But one thing's for certain, it's been around for decades, maybe even centuries. Some say it's the vengeful spirit of a wronged woman, while others claim it's a portal to another dimension, a gateway to hell itself. But one thing's for sure, it's a force to be reckoned with, a power that's not to be trifled with. People have tried to investigate, to get to the bottom of the mystery, but they've always ended up empty-handed. Some have even disappeared, never to be seen again. It's as if the shadow in the night has a way of covering its tracks, of hiding in plain sight. One of the most disturbing accounts I've come across is that of a young woman named Sarah. She claimed to have seen the shadow in the night on multiple occasions, and each time she felt an intense, creeping sense of dread. She spoke of feeling like she was being watched, like unblinking eyes were trained on her at all times. And then, one night, she vanished. Her disappearance sent shockwaves through the community, and people began to whisper of the shadow in the night's malevolent power. Some said it had claimed another victim, that it had dragged Sarah down into its dark, abyssal depths. Others claimed to have seen her, her ghostly apparition haunting the streets of Dark Hill, a constant reminder of the shadow's power. But the pivotal moment, the moment that encapsulates the horror of the shadow in the night, is the story of the Jenkins family. They were a young couple, fresh off the bus from the city, looking to start a new life in Dark Hill. But what they got was a descent into madness. At first it started with small things, lights flickering, doors creaking, the usual stuff. But then, the occurrences escalated. They began to hear whispers in the night, disembodied voices that seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at the same time. And then, they saw it. The shadow in the night, looming over them like a spectre of death. The Jenkins family tried to flee, but it was too late. The shadow had them in its grasp, and it wasn't letting go. They were found a week later, catatonic, their minds shattered by the horror they'd witnessed. And when they finally came to, they were different, changed forever by the experience. The story of the shadow in the night is a testament to the darkness that lurks in every corner of Dark Hill. It's a reminder that some horrors are too great to be contained, too powerful to be defeated. And it's a warning to all who dare to tread in Dark Hill's shadows. Beware, for the shadow in the night is always watching, always waiting. So that's the darkest horror story of Dark Hill, a tale that'll haunt your dreams and leave you sleeping with the lights on. But what do you think, guys? Have you got a horror story that'll top this one? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to check out my other videos for more spine-chilling content. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.